Hi Aquarius, I hope you're doing well. So I'm going to do your reading for November the 16th to the 22nd, and then we'll just find out what's going on. Right. You want one of these clarifiers, so I don't take the one from the back. Okay, lovers. So let's have a look. I get the feeling that some of you, this is just a general reading by the way, so it won't apply to everybody, but I get the feeling that some of you have had an argument with somebody with this Queen of Swords in reverse, like normally, and it's kind of made you a little bit tired and a bit wary with that Eight of Cups. Yeah, I think that you've been a little bit, you've been having a couple of arguments with, I would say a lover, you know, maybe a wife, a husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody that you're, I don't know, getting involved with. And there's been a sense of, I think you're trying to find the wisdom in the situation, but it's a little bit difficult at the moment. I think because you really have such a strong feeling for this person. So we have got the Lovers card as an overall clarifier. So I think you've been having an argument with a lover, and it's a bit difficult for you because you're not really one to start arguments. You know, you're not really one to you know, start biting back and pushing back, but I feel because you're so tired and fed up of a situation at the moment that you are starting to fight back a little bit. And I think just like this card that I got, this Eight of Cups that I got with Aries, it's like the wise old traveller. You kind of have to just focus on one thing at a time. Don't focus on all the things that are overwhelming you, because I think that's just going to lead to more trouble. You need to focus on something that's really going to ground you and not necessarily bring you joy, but to balance you out a little bit. I think there's a sense of imbalance going on here for you Aquarius people. But we have got a little bit of sense of triumph, you know, you moving through this period with this Chariot, which is obviously the fastest card in the deck. This is fast-paced energy. This is you being motivated and moving towards something. It's also a successful venture. But also we've got this Ace of Swords as well. It's a bit more of that triumph. I think with these two cards, I get a sense of, you know, I was saying about biting back a little bit, because this Eight of Cups is really about when you have to abandon something that you thought was going to happen. So, you know, you're having a fight in a relationship and you're like, you know, maybe this isn't actually for me. Maybe I'm actually coming to the conclusion that, you know, this is just too much hassle. And that causes you, again, to fight back a little bit. This Chariot and Ace of Swords, it's like biting back. Chariot is obviously very successful, but it can be a very vengeful card. This is when you're like, you know, I've got a fire in my belly. I want to kind of move forward a little bit with this situation. I am tired, you know. I'm tired. I want to move forward. I'm fed up with the situation. So I get a real sense of frustration here for you guys. And the Ace of Swords as well, it's force. You know, this is when you're determined. You're like, I don't want to be in this situation anymore. You know, I don't want to keep doing this. This is also a lot about love. This is about where you have this very deep feeling, right, linked to this Lovers card. You have this very deep feeling. And it's almost as if, you know, there's a lot of artificialness about it. So, you know, it's not really moving as quickly as you would like it to, you know, moving past this argument, I mean. You're sort of not feeling like this is like that natural soulmate connection. I think perhaps once you did feel that way, but I don't think you feel that way somewhat now. And I think it's kind of causing this sort of grey cloud on you at the moment. And I think you're feeling, and for some of you this may be in a past situation and you're sort of starting to come to the realisation that, you know, you are a lot more, you're in such a better position to be more honest about the situation. So maybe some of you had, you know, kind of fooled yourself a little bit into thinking that the situation was a lot better than it was. You know, like I said, taking it lying down. And now there's a change here. There's a change of a fire in the belly, not wanting to really keep doing that. So this is the sense that I get here. We've also got this Knight of Cups here. I think this is interesting because this is, again, this is an advancement, so it links quite well to this Chariot card. You know, there's an advancement here. There is a link to pushing forward. But also this, again, is determination. But this is, again, you're going through a challenge. You know, you're going through a challenge. But through this challenge is an opportunity for you to really show the world who you are. That's what Aquariuses often don't want to do, but they really should, to become who they're meant to be, is to show the world who they are. I think they want to take things lying down. You know, a little bit of... a little bit of just accepting defeat, rolling over and showing the belly, but that's really not the kind of thing that I think the Aquariuses should be doing right now. We want to be moving forward and advancing with this Chariot, this Ace of Swords, this Knight of Cups. We want that fast fire in the belly. We don't want to be weak, and also we don't want to take breadcrumbs from people. This is what we get here with this Six of Pentacles, taking breadcrumbs from people. It's like, oh, let me just... Some of you might have had some issues with balancing the scales out, you know. If we're being literal, a Libra, I just get the sense that you've been too kind about the situation. You're just letting things happen to you and not taking control of your life. I think you're probably a very kind person, very generous. And I think you like to give your time to other people. I think you actually enjoy doing that. But I think it's also, there is a sense of you let people walk over you. So we've got this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I think this is interesting because I see this really as, you know, this idea of a family life, like trying to find the wealth in a family. You know, this is where, you know, you want to sort of lay over and show your belly because you want that security. I don't think you know what will happen if your future is uncertain. I think that scares you a lot. I think you're fearful of the future. You don't really know what's going to happen. I think it's difficult for you right now. I think there's a sense of you don't really know what your future holds. I think that's really it. I think you want to move forward, but you're scared because you don't know what the future holds. And I think for these particular dates, you know, you are feeling a bit more of a fire in the belly. You're biting back a bit more. You don't really want to have to keep pushing through, you know, for something that isn't going to reward you. You know, I think you're fed up again. I think with this Eight of Cups, you're a little bit tired. You're wary. And this Queen of Swords as well is just saying, you know, there's an argument here. You know, I think one person's party that you're having troubles with are not being that great. You know, they're being a bit ungraceful, blowing up at anything. It's kind of such a situation where you feel almost like there's two people in the room, but it's almost like there's three because you're feeling so ganged upon. But I think you are going to start feeling more, a bit more settled about the situation, a bit more balanced with that Knight of Cups and this Ace of Swords as well. I think you're going to start feeling a little bit more, you know, a bit more like you got some je ne sais quoi to you, I think. It's just going to take a little bit of time for you to actually sit back and be like, no, I have the confidence to tell whoever I'm having a go at or whoever, you know, is causing trouble or dysfunction in my life to really respect me the way I deserve to be respected and to show the world the real you. So that was your reading for November the 16th to the 22nd. I hope you enjoyed it, Aquarius. If you did, like, subscribe and comment, and thank you very much.